60,000 years ago, Japan was a part of Eurasia continent. People finally reached the farthest end of East. The land was full of plants, animals, and fishes. People decided to live here. They built houses, made pots and tools, installed furniture, worked, and hunt together. They lived a life together, peacefully and lively. Since the land had such abundant food resource, gradually more people settled in, shared a common language and culture, because it was necessary to cooperate for everyday hunting rather than to fight against each other. The life was simple back then, happy and harmonious, until the earth became a little bit colder and a little bit colder. We were not so interested in rice farming at first, but finally we all agreed to organize rice paddy fields. Since 1000 BC, rice farming was spread all over Japan very quickly because we speak the same language. Except for Okinawa and Hokkaido, they chose to carry on Jomon lifestyle because they were happy as they were. In an archaeological study, there is a way to check whether the people were starving or not so hungry at the time. How do archaeologists find this out? They study shell middens. If the shell midden doesn't include many baby animal bones, that means they were not eating many baby animals, so that they were not hungry. We started rice farming not because we were desperately hungry, but because we are fascinated by the idea that we can save for the future. On the contrary, the things were totally different in Eurasia continent. The land was barren. Rocks and dirt. The river washed out the sand into the sea, so the coast was just as shallow beaches where fish can't live, hide, or lay eggs. They were hungry. Once they started rice farming, they planned well and organized everything. They had slaves, soldiers, office workers, storages, guards, and a strong leader to command all of these. A king. They formed a country and became very strong. If the country is not strong enough to survive, it is destined to be extinct. They strived for improvements. They built castles, palaces, and the Great Wall of China. At this point, their culture and technology were far advanced than ours, so one of our kings sent ambassadors and diplomats to Han Dynasty. In one of their official history record books, Japan around 100 BC was described a small island beyond the sea, which were divided into about 100 small kingdoms. Han Dynasty welcomed ambassadors and diplomats because an emperor who was popular with neighboring countries was considered a good one. In return for the gifts he received, he too sent ambassadors and diplomats to the other country. Collect information for the future strategy. Life was not simple anymore. Once you grow rice, you accumulate wealth. You have more people in your group because you have constant food supply. It seems good, but something undesirable happens. Typically, a bad weather, a major problem rises. People start to fight for survival. It was high time Japan had to be united. The first emperor Jomon was a clever man. He understood some sort of superpower was needed to control this situation. And he thought the power should be based on divine right. So he started traveling from Kyushu to Osaka, spending 15 years. When he finally reached Nara, he had to fight Tsunenaga Hiko, who is the model of Ashitaka. His name was actually Ashitaka Hiko in the Ghibli movie called The Princess Mononoke. Both Sune and Ashi mean a leg, and Naga means long, Taka means high. So Tsunenaga and Ashitaka both mean someone who is tall with long legs. Tsunenaga Hiko was a great warrior, and he is a great archer. He was a superior warrior from a very strong family, Yamato family, with the successful rice farming background. Tsunenaga's arrow wounded Jimmu's brother in the arm. Jimmu was defeated by Tsunenaga Hiko. Jimmu understood he made a fatal mistake in the battle. In every battle, you need to follow this rule. This is the prime concern when you coordinate your army. Can you guess what this principle is? Since he came from the west, he was facing the sun from the east. As he is the descendant of Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun, he shouldn't have fought against the sun. That was a bad omen. So he went to south. By the way, the greatest master swordsman, Musashi Miyamoto, won the match against Kojiro Sasaki, for he didn't show up on time. He waited until the sun almost sets, when Kojiro was facing the sun. I am honestly surprised at how people can be so clever in those days in the battlefield. Even in 10,000 years ago, Jomon period, when they fought, people ambushed up in a tree and shot arrows from above to attack their enemy effectively. These tactics were discovered by studying damaged bones in those days. Though Jimmu's brother died, Jimmu continued his expedition. Today, I talked about old Japan and how rice farming and wealth could change society. And another Japanese pan, Tsunenaga and Ashitaka. I've been talking more about Japan in the next video, so please look forward. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around very soon. Bye for now.